welcome back. It's Dinorah, aka the Southern Belle of the South Bronx. If you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Hint, hint. Today we have another recipe video. We're going to make fattoush. Fattoush is like a Middle Eastern, some people consider it Mediterranean. The first time I had it was at an Egyptian restaurant in Queens, New York City. Woo woo. So it's just basically like leafy green, usually romaine, with pieces of fried bread, in this case pita, with crunchy vegetables such as cucumber, radishes, and then the signature, well, I consider it the signature, or at least what I think the dressing is. It's made with pomegranate syrup, or what they call pomegranate molasses. It's just pomegranate juice cooked down with some sugar, and it's delicious. It's sweet, it's sour, with sumac, which is my favorite thing to cook with. Not even cook with, because you can put it into anything. It's a dried berry that when you put it on anything, well, you don't need to put it on anything, even if you put it on the tip of your tongue, it's citrusy. Lemon juice, and it's just delicious. And on top of that, because I wanted a protein today, I did some harissa seared scallops, and they are delicious. Let's get into this recipe. So we're going to start off with about 10 fresh sea scallops, and I'm just creating a little bit of a hatch mark or a crisscross pattern on top of the scallop on both sides, just so that when we season it, the seasoning penetrates it a little bit better, and also looks pretty when you sear it. Here we have some harissa spice blend, some garlic powder, ginger, and some cinnamon, as well as some pink peppercorn. So this is my little harissa spice blend for my scallops. We want to season both sides, and then in a skillet on medium-high heat, we're going to heat up some avocado oil, and we are going to sear our scallops. You want to make sure that you leave this on for at least 3 minutes to create a nice crust on both sides. If you want to add a little butter towards the end, you can do so, but they're perfect this way. You see how beautiful they look. You see the little hatch marks. Delicious. So after the scallops are cooked, we just want to set them aside while we prepare our dressing. We're going to start off with some olive oil, some extra virgin olive oil to be exact, the juice of a lemon or a lime. I had a lemon on hand, I only had half, but if you have a lime, you can use a whole lime. As always, the full recipe can be found in the description under whisk. We're going to add some sumac, which is my favorite. It's a dried berry that has a citrus taste, some pink peppercorn, some salt, and we're going to add a little bit of ginger powder as well as cinnamon. This is optional, not traditional. And then we're going to go in with our star ingredient in our dressing, which is pomegranate molasses. Essentially, it's just pomegranate juice that has been cooked down with some sugar. We're going to give this a whisk. I wanted a little bit of an extra sweetness to it, so I added some hot honey. You can add sugar, or you can just leave it as is, whatever your preference is. We're going to give this a whisk, and we're going to set it aside. So now we can put together the ingredients of our fattoush. We have a full head of romaine lettuce. We're going to tear with our hands, rinse it, spin it dry, and then we're also going to cut half of an English cucumber, or you can use 2 Persian cucumbers, as well as 3 radishes. Again, this is a salad, so add as much or as little as you want. If you want to add other veggies, go ahead and do so. And then we're going to also quarter these after we slice them. We're going to do this both to the cucumber and the radishes. Want to make sure that everything is about the same size, the size of the lettuce being torn, the Persian cucumbers, the radishes. In a minute you'll see our scallions here. We're going to slice these, as well as some fresh mint sprigs. So we're going to add our lettuce, and then we're going to go in with our mint that has been washed and rinsed. And when I say wash, I just mean rinsed under cool water to remove any dirt. And we just want to tear this again with our hands. It's best to tear greens with your hands and not with metal like scissors or knives. It just bruises the greens. And we're going to add on all of our veggies, as well as some sliced onions. Red onions to be exact, but you can use a sweet onion like a Valdelia or some shallots. We're going to give everything a toss. And now the amount of dressing that you use is really up to your choice. You want little or a lot, it's really up to you. The amount of dressing that we made in this recipe is enough for at least 2 salads. We're going to add our pita chips. You can use store-bought or make your own. It's delicious either way. Give it another toss, and we're going to plate it up with our sea scallops. And you can make this with chicken, beef, pork, or tofu. I hope you enjoy. Look at this delicious salad. All right, y'all, so here we have it. I took a little taste test of the scallops. They're so good. They're so aromatic. They're spicy. They're so good. All right, let's give this a taste. So we have our radishes, our red onion, our romaine, our pita chips, mint, and a scallop. Okay, let's give this a taste all together. I say this every video, but it's so good. It's delicious. I like for my salads to have different types of crunch, because you know, after you add the dressing, the actual like leafy lettuce, whether it's kale, well not so much kale, but like romaine, arugula, watercress, it loses that crunch. So I love the crunch from the radish, from the cucumber, the raw onions, scallions, and of course the pita chips. It's so good. The scallop is that little sprinkle of cinnamon and ginger, chef's kiss. I need to give it one more bite. But this is so filling. This can make 2 salads, or it can make 4. It can be a side dish, it could be a meal the way I made it today. You can add any protein to it. You can even add the same seasonings to like a chicken breast. Chef's kiss. Or you want to air fry some tofu with the same seasoning so it has that crispy texture, throw it on here, it'll work. Anywho, I'm gonna go enjoy this off camera as I usually do, because I'm very hungry. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Y'all be blessed. Bye.